play. Dick out right here, big three-pointer. He hit it off the pick. He hit it on the run. Right here, spotting up, catch and shoot. He had 6 points for the half. And of course, when you start talking about hitting threes, you got to talk about Steph. Blake Steph, he hit threes from everywhere. Right there off the flex cut, up top in the Coffin corner. Again, the opposite Coffin corner. I like that spot too, Steph. Keep hitting it. Somebody better guard that man. He's got 12 points for the half.
Gonzaga, 62%. 6 of 11 from three-point range. That'll get it done.
Well, rebounding is pretty even. Points in the paint. Look at the points in the paint right there, 12-2. That's strong.
That's Casey.
That's definitely Casey. They started the game off double-teaming him quick. They got to get back to that. Brian Jones, he started the game off with 4 or 5, and he missed his last 7 shots. He's got to get back into the game.
And team-wise, the Broncos started 7 of 8 and went 5 of 23 as Dickow scores with the runner to open the scoring here in the second half.
That's not how you want to come out if you're Santa Clara. You want to come out making these guys work a little harder to get their shots out. They had a lot of open jumpers in that first half, and they didn't get the double teams like I thought they were going to do on the post play.
Gonzaga comes out in the matchup zone, rebound Spink. The matchup was very, very effective. Really stagnated the offense for Santa Clara.
Well, I have to believe that Santa Clara went into the locker room talking about that stagnant offense, not getting much ball movement on both sides of the floor.
Emsley, the 6'11 junior from Seattle, thought he had the rebound. It went off his hand, out of bounds. Winner of the West Coast Conference is automatically in, of course. Gonzaga with an RPI of 45. I also have one of 82 in the other RPI ranking. Cavalry in and out. And Santa Clara is going to come up with it. Those RPIs really fluctuate from Sagarin over to the CBN poll.
Well, you know they're taking the 45. You know that.
Gonzaga with only 1 loss. 23-6 overall. Santa Clara with a 20-11 record. Pepperdine still in the hunt for postseason. Probably not in the NCAA, but perhaps NIT.
Yeah, it's possible. They've had some pretty good wins. There's a team that came on strong at the end of the season.
And if Santa Clara doesn't win, they could theoretically be considered for the NIT. Blake Step, and he is down, and that's going to be 3 free throws. Well, Blake Step, I tell you, you have to honor these 2 guards.
And I'm going to tell you something else. I like that foul. I like the foul, right? Well, he goes over there. Step is knocked down the last 3 or 4 jumpers he's hit. And right there, you see, show him the lights. Let him know that he's not going to get an open look every single time. He didn't do it on purpose. He just wanted to give him some contact.
Second foul called on Brian Jones. Step averaging about 10.5 points. He had 12 in the first half, though, and when he gets hot, you look at the rhythm he's got. You know, he's got a great stroke.
Well, here's the problem, though. How does that man, when you know that he really is not going to do much else other than shoot the long jumper, get open every single time down court?
45-35. Zags open up their second 10-point lead of the night. Jones. They'll scramble for it. And it's a scrum, and on the bottom of it, David Emsley. Alternating possession. Santa Clara will keep it. Nice hustle by the big man.
And you have to appreciate anytime guys go to the floor. No problem when they pile up like that.
Interestingly, Emsley and Casey Cavalry, good friends. They actually took their recruiting trip together up to Gonzaga. Cavalry said yes. Emsley said no.
Kind of worked out for both of them.
Absolutely.
Especially when they play the same position.
You got that right.
Smart man.
Emsley's a little smarter than the average bear. Friend or not.
Yeah, I love you, man, but.
See ya.
I got email. I'll give you my address.
See you later. Big trip for Santa Clara. They have to get something going here.
See the ball handling. See, there's no passing. There's no movement. They're very stagnant offense. One pass shot that worked for them the first 5 minutes of the game has not worked since.
Gonzaga loved up-tempo. Averaging over 80 points a game, and Calvary's second foul Pushing and shoving. Holmes. Down goes Holmes. Second foul for Casey.
Casey just big body,
yep.
getting low block position. I don't know, watch him on that. Great acting job, but it was some contact. But of course, the referee fell for it, so you got to give him an Indy.
The lead is 10. Gonzaga in white, Santa Clara in maroon. Jones has been bottled up. He started off 4 for 5. And he has been slumping. Good pump fake. Holmes batted away. Here comes Dick out. Loves to get into the paint and dish it off. You back up on him, he'll drill the 3, and that's going to be a foul called on Holmes. So
2 hands in the box.
Holmes. Yep.
2 hands in the back, trying to stop Casey from getting to the low block. They're afraid of him when he gets to that white spot on the low side. That's where he wants the ball. You got to be able to push him off of it. The point is, you got to play more than one position. You can't play behind a player like him every single time down court.
Steph had a look.
Rebounding foul.
And a rebounding foul. They call it on Mark Spink. Spink is a senior from Bellingham, Washington. Just 2 seniors on this Gonzaga team. Spink and Calvary, and now Spink with 3 fouls. So a little bit of concern there. And now pressure. Holmes.
When you look at what Santa Clara has to do from an offensive perspective, they have got to get more movement with the ball, more body movement with the players. They have to play more than one side of the floor. Look, 3 times down court, they've shot every shot on the right side of the floor.
Step over to Dick out. Drains it. Dan Dickow, the junior from Vancouver. And Gonzaga, its biggest lead now, 13 points.
Santa Clara in jeopardy of losing contact in this game, because what you want to do is keep contact, and anything can happen down the stretch of the game. They showed us early in the game that they're capable of shooting the ball very well, and that was evident with their big upset last night.
Jones with a nice move. He beats Steph. So the Broncos score their first points of the second half.
It's so difficult to win games when you have to do everything off the dribble. You don't really have a guy that's going to draw double teams in the low post, so the guards are forced to make plays.
Nice entry to Calvary, and he is mugged.
Got hammered by his buddy.
Yeah. His friend, David Emsley, comes over. Gives him a little karate.
He's so tough when he gets the ball down in that area. But watch how smart he is. He gets to his spot, doesn't wait. He knows already before he received the ball, Chris, he knew that the backside was open, because guys are, when you have that type of court awareness, you use your peripheral vision, you take that snapshot of the floor, and it happens in slow motion for you. Smart play.
Emsley is going to sit down. Replacing him is Justin Holbrook. We mentioned that Calvary is a poor free throw shooter, 62%. And he misses both. So Santa Clara, which came from 19 down last night in the first half, it was down by 13 with 10 minutes to go last night. Can they rally? They got to start hitting some shots. Yeah, the side screens don't appear to be working.
They're not sitting in.
Yeah. Nice move. Boy, Jamie Holmes, what improvement. He's a senior from Merced, California. He's playing well. He's got 10. Jones leads all Santa Clara scores. The Broncos will run. Bailey. Ross. Got it. And Santa Clara moving back into contact, as Reggie Steans calls it.
Well, excellent play, because Bailey had a chance to go over to Jones on the left side. But of course, he went to the big shooter. They need threes. They need points. Knocking him down right there.